Hi everybody, this is a bit of an unusual video for me, I hope you don't mind, but this is a tribute video to the actress Brittany Belland, who was the star of a pair of very low-budget horror films from the last decade, The Sleeper from 2012 and Clowntergeist from 2017. These films kind of bookended her 5-year acting career. The reason I'm making this is because, well, I'm filming this video on November the 21st, 2020. I'm going to be uploading it on November the 26th, 2020, which will be Thanksgiving in America. But today is the 2-year anniversary of Brittany taking her own life, very sadly. And so I just want, ever since I found out that news almost a year ago, I have been wanting to make some kind of a short video just to, I don't know why honestly, but just to express that somebody acknowledged that she left behind an acting legacy, and I think that she could have gone far if she'd been able to overcome her demons. But anyway, let me talk a little bit about these films and about her. So, well, she was born and raised in Cincinnati, Ohio, and as far as I know, she was still in university when she made this film, The Sleeper. This was her first film. If not in university, then had very recently graduated. Most people in the horror film have seen The Sleeper. It's a much loved film. It's one of those 80s throwbacks like House of the Devil and Lost After Dark and Lake Nowhere and stuff like that. It is a good film. I don't love it as much as most people love it, but I do have a lot of affection for it. It's very obviously a labor of love. It's a film made by people who have a very deep passion for 80s horror and for its various influences. It's very heavily influenced by Black Christmas, and in its shock Return from the Dead ending, it borrows from stuff like Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street. Its soundtrack is pure 80s, the fashion is, the look of the film is 80s, and even like the Black Gloved Killer here, that's obviously a throwback to the great giallo films of the 80s. So it's a very basic slasher film, and I do enjoy it. Like I said, I just don't love it like most people do. But what really stands out in this film is Brittany's performance. She has this amazingly vivacious, charming personality on screen. One of the most beautiful smiles I've ever seen, ever, in life or in cinema. And yeah, so she's really the reason that I go back to this film and watch it. So The Sleeper from 2012, and then 5 years later came Clowntergeist, which is not a much loved film. This is a much maligned film. In fact, this film often appears on people's lists of worst horror films ever made. I think Matt from You and Your Horror Movies, he actually included this at #1 on his list of worst films in his collection. And I can't really argue with that. I mean, it is a bad film on a technical level. It doesn't make any sense. It's really underwritten. There's no logic or coherence to any of this. As far as I even struggle to say what this film is about. As far as I can tell, it's something like a possessed entity which, for whatever reason, dresses up as a hobbled clown, but he's being controlled by this old ice cream man for reasons which don't ever get explained. It's a mess, but it's a glorious mess. I mean, I don't go to low-budget horror for a cerebral experience. The more ludicrous, the better, as far as I'm concerned. And they don't come much more ludicrous than this. But again, what shines out is Brittany's performance. She puts in a very professional performance with this effervescent spirit that she had inside her, just shining through every time she's on screen. I will also say, by the way, not only her co-star in this, the actress, I'm sorry I don't remember her name, but the actress who kind of appears opposite her is also very good in this. And by the way, this film has a legitimately creepy scene where the clown is outside Brittany's bedroom window making those very eerie noises. I thought that was pretty creepy. But the rest of it is admittedly pretty awful. But yeah, anyway, so these are the two films, the horror films that Brittany made during a tragically brief life. And I did just want to make this little video to express an appreciation for her and for what she left behind. I think that with better breaks and working under more experienced directors, her talents could have been brought out even more, because she clearly was a gifted actress. And I was so sad when I found out that she had taken her own life. I learned that after I'd already seen these films, and it was sad. So every American Thanksgiving, I'm going to be making a point of watching both of these films in her honor, in her memory, and just remembering her. So in closing, I want to say two things. Firstly, on the extremely unlikely chance that anyone who knew and loved Brittany in life is watching this video, I just want to say that her work touched me, and I know many other people, but it touched me, someone who is on the other side of the world, and each year on the anniversary of her death, I will be remembering her. And sorry to get a bit sappy here, but anyone else who might be watching this who is struggling with demons or issues, just get help. Just talk to somebody, talk it through. However bleak things may appear, there is almost always a way out of those dark tunnels, so that you watch the sunrise another day. So, all right, enough sermonized on that point. This has been a video tribute to Brittany Belland. May she rest in peace. Thank you, everybody, for watching this. Happy Thanksgiving. I'm not American, but that doesn't matter. This is a day for just being thankful for all the good things we have in our lives. So take very good care of yourselves and everybody that you love. Thank you very much for watching my videos, if you are one of those people who does it. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now, everybody.